Tonight on Lowdown, we go to the Mules After Dark Carnival that was recently held on the UCM campus.
You'll get a behind-the-scenes look at a black box theater production.
And we'll stop by the UCM Gaming Network for some Smash Bros fun.
All this and more coming up next.
Hello, and welcome to Lowdown, a show by the students of the University of Central Missouri in Warrensburg. I'm Brianna Blocker.
And I'm Ranjanae Hill. Thanks for joining us this evening as we continue to delve into all the cool things happening here at UCM.
Speaking of, the University of Central Missouri held its annual Career Expo last week. Gareth Greenfield stopped in to get all the details.
UCM also hosted a carnival this past week, and Spotlight brings you the Mules After Dark Carnival.
Staying along the lines of fun, the UCM's Gaming Network hosted their first Smash Bros tournament. Let's take a look.
The Career Expo was a chance for students to meet potential employers, find out the companies, and hopefully obtain a job. It also provided free professional headshots. Look at that handsome face. The career team explains the expo's mission.
Fall Career Expo is a great opportunity for students to connect with employers. And so one of the things that Career Services is very passionate about in our mission is to educate students on the job search process and on their career development, but then connect them to opportunities. And the Career Services Center is a great resource for students, and so this is just one of the many events that we provide students. But we're here to help you throughout your time here at the university. We can help you with anything from your resume writing to cover letters to interviewing help, any of those types of things. We're a great resource for students on their career development needs.
Career Development Services exists of two centers here at UCM, the Gateway Center and the Career Services Center. The event that you see behind me is really a culmination of what the Career Services Center does. It's about figuring out what it is that I want to do professionally, which is what the Gateway Center focuses on. And then when students know what it is, how do we educate and connect them to those opportunities? And what you see behind me is the connection between organizations that are recruiting here at Central and the students who are trying to either gain experiential education or full-time positions in their chosen field. We have 212 registered organizations here today. I'm excited to see how many students, but it's been pretty busy throughout the day.
An employer discusses what she looks for in an employee.
I work for Missouri Valley Broadcasting, also known as KMMO Radio. We're both an AM and an FM radio station in Marshall, Missouri. Being a self-starter, being somebody who wants to go out and dig their teeth into whatever they're doing, being really passionate about what they're doing is important. You need to have the energy to get the job done.
Ken gives the students important advice.
But you also have to do things co-curricularly. I often say, gone are the days where you have a college education and the whole world of work just wants to hug you.
Let's bring up that headshot again. Ah, it's better. This is Gareth Greenfield reporting for KMOS TV PBS, Lowdown.
What do college students do on the weekend? Some stay in and study, some go out on the town, and some spend their time at what is known as MAD or Mules After Dark events put on by Spotlight. We recently were able to attend and cover such an event called the MAD Carnival. So what exactly is the MAD Carnival, and why is it prevalent to UCM students and other members of the Warrensburg community?
My name's Aperian Day Penfield. For Spotlight, I am the MAD coordinator. So I plan events around like the weekend time, so kids will most likely stay on campus and not go home. The purpose for Spotlight is just like a fun activities to bring things to campus. Like I know next semester we're having like a casino night. That's bringing Las Vegas to UCM, where Missouri doesn't have that sort of thing. And we also had, a couple weeks ago, we had a drag queen show. That was our biggest event, brought over 1,000 students and non-students to our campus. So we just want people to come, get to know UCM more.
The Mad Carnival's activities included everything from tattoos and soda ring tosses to basketball and a bouncy house. So we asked some of the attendees of the Mad Carnival what their favorite activity was.
My favorite activity present here tonight was probably the throwing of getting the sodas.
This bouncing one, this is the third time I'm doing this, it will be always fun. I played that in Union even, and it was very fun. I'll play with my friends, and we'll be competing each other as many times I could.
We also asked the attendees if they would recommend attending future MAD events.
If they've got like nothing better to do, then yeah, I'd advise that they come.
Yeah, I would recommend, because UCM is such a school that I could complete my master's like in 1.5 years, and I got placed in a company with just 2 months after my graduation, and my company is paying a very good amount for me with the degree I earned here as a computer science master's degree. It's a best school, I say, and it's very good to study here.
In closing, Apiriende said,
I would tell all students and everybody, get involved, do something spontaneous, do something fun, do something you love. You're here at UCM for a reason, do something with it.
Reporting for Lowdown, I'm Jacob Clark.
Thanks.
The UCM Gaming Network is a club that's on campus created for those who have a passion or have an interest in playing video games.
How did the UCM Gaming Network get started? A friend of mine by the name of Tyler Parks, he had a passion for video games and really wanted to get everybody together who also had a passion for video games. And with him and our current president, Zach Dean, they came together and they worked with advisors and student activities and brought this club together.
Recently, the club held a Smash Brothers tournament, giving away some prizes to those who are competing. The club also has planned to hold more tournaments later in the year.
Out of the year, do we have any big annual events? Well, right now we have a Smash Brothers tournament that's going on currently, and then we also have other events planned for the rest of the year. I believe we have an Overwatch tournament in the works, as well as a Hearthstone tournament.
So whether you play competitively, casually, or just curious, the UCM Gaming Network will accept anyone with any interest on video games.
This club is really fun. It's a great place to, kind of get out of your comfort zone with, if you're a gamer who's not so great at talking to people, this is a great place to start. Kind of opens up a tunnel to more people and better places. So I really encourage anybody who's interested in video games to just come on in and just check it out for the first time.
Reporting for Lowdown, this is Tefilo Porto.
The UCM Gaming Network plans to hold more events just like that one, so if you think you have some skills, you should check it out.
And it's great to see Spotlight having such a cool event for students to go to. Now let's take a look at some homecoming events.
We'll sit down with some candidates to see if they can decrypt Garrett's Northern Irish phrases.
As a Northern Irish student studying in America, I had to adapt to their way of bro talk and wearing snapbacks. Yes, Mum, I've really integrated. It's homecoming season here at the University of Central Missouri, and the homecoming kings and queens or their supporters have to translate 5 Northern Irish sayings. This is going to be fun. As a bonus point, I will give you 1 point extra because you got potatoes. I really do appreciate that.
Hey, I like that.
What's that mean?
What's the crack?
What's up, I think that means.
Yes!
Oh
Perfect!
my gosh, yay!
What's up, man?
I think that means what's up.
What's up?
Is that a form of a body of water? What's the plan?
What's the deal? What are you doing?
What's the deal?
What's up?
What's new? Like, what's up?
Would it be something like, what the heck?
You're asking where the good stuff's at.
Quit your faffing.
Quit your faffing?
You're talking nonsense.
Like, quit messing around, quit joking around, quit bluffing.
Quit your yelling.
Quit your joking.
Quit complaining. Quit messing around. Stop messing around.
Stop complaining.
Quit complaining. Stop complaining. Shut up.
Shut up.
Quit your complaining. Quit your moaning and groaning.
Stop complaining.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I honestly wouldn't even know how to formulate a guess on this one.
Wow, that's tough.
You're idiots.
You are all idiots?
You're idiots. You're dumb.
I honestly have no idea. Maybe it says vote for Liz?
I'm thinking you guys are idiots, but
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, I don't know.
Wow, you guys are idiots.
That's basically saying you were stupid.
Hey, what are you doing tonight?
Are you guys idiots?
There we go.
You should vote for me for homecoming queen. Holly Reynolds.
Let's head out for a little bit.
Let's go on an adventure.
Let's hang out tonight and have some fun.
Let's go out for a drink.
Let's go out for a little bit. Let's go out for a drink, dance, have fun time.
You guys want to go out for the night?
For a wee dander, like a stroll, a walk.
Let's head out for a small dinner.
For a stroll, like go on a walk. Let's go on an adventure.
Let's head out for the night. Let's head out for a drink or to eat.
A drink. You think I came down the lagging in a bubble?
I don't know what that means at all, but I'm gonna say you should still vote for me for homecoming queen.
Do you think I'm gullible? Do you think I'm dumb?
Like, do you think I fell from heaven or something?
Maybe do you think I came down with the flu or something? I don't know. Is it kind of like asking if you think I'm being like stupid or crazy?
Take a wee try.
Do you think anything outside of the bubble? I know that's definitely not it.
Do you think I came here in a car?
Is that kind of along the lines of, do you think I'm ignorant?
Do you think I messed that up?
Do you think I came down in a car?
No.
I don't know.
Do you think I was born yesterday?
Correct! Yes!
I'm so excited.
Yes, that's
Thank
good.
you.
So that's homecoming here at UCM 2016. So the people who have earned my vote are Lacey Stanley for Homecoming Queen and Bobby Hilford for Homecoming King. So this is Gareth Greenfield signing off from KMOS TV, PBS.
What a fun way to quiz the candidates, right?
Yeah. Speaking of, if you missed the homecoming ceremony this past weekend, no worries, we have all the details here. Your 2016 homecoming king and queen are, drumroll please, Nick Cookingham and Ashley Gerard.
Well, congratulations to you both. Now, let's go backstage to the Black Box Theater, where we talk to some of the actors about their recent productions.
We'll also take a look at a sport that's sweeping the UCM campus and a student group or two that you may not know about here at UCM.
The Black Box Theatre is an experimental performance space which allows students the opportunity to produce, direct and perform works of their own choosing. Ahafia and Bryson directed a spoken word show titled Canvas. Ahafia explains spoken word poetry.
We are putting on a production of Canvas at the Black Box Theater, which is a night of spoken word poetry. Spoken word poetry is a form of poetry that is sort of in between acting and written poetry. It's different just because it's a little more personal usually and with more casual language. It still has all of the elements of structure and form that go into like formalized written poetry, but it is usually more earthy, I guess you could say. I do a lot of different performances. I perform classical music, I perform like contemporary music, I also perform some of my more formal poetry, I perform spoken word poetry.
Bryson discusses what will happen during the performance.
It's kind of like the stereotypical beatnik poetry kind of thing where the audience is snapping, very vocal about their feelings towards a poem, but there isn't really much interaction outside of that. But we feed off the audience 100%. They're all very different. We've had some themes that we've run off of in the past, but for this one, this is my last canvas, being in control of it. I kind of just wanted to put together a collection of the most impactful poems that I could find. Not only is there poetry done by other authors, but also we include heavily student-written work, student-written poetry. Ahafia and I both are performing tonight poems that are our own. The Black Box goes up any weekend that Studio Theater 1 acts are not up. Typically there is a Black Box show of some sort, and you can come here and see anything from a play to a stage reading to student-written work to poetry to improv. It's a really eclectic program.
This is Gareth Greenfield reporting from KMOS TV, PBS, Lowdown.
Cricket is an organization on the UCM's campus that has been around now for 3 years. Let's hear how they became integrated on our campus and learn a bit more on the sport.
We have been officially around for from 2013. We've been officially around as a club from 2013, but we officially had our first team in May of 2016.
Ankush tells us the process of choosing their members.
As per the Muse Cricket Club, we are finding players from our university. Every semester we get new admissions. So the people we call out for practice, we select them and we allow them to play the matches.
Joshua expressed his gratitude toward UCM and the Warrensburg community.
Oh yeah, definitely. The good thing about the UCM in general and the Warrensburg community, from what I have experienced, is they're always willing to try new things. And it was the same when they introduced rugby, when they introduced soccer. That was when I was in my freshman year. And then I believe it's the same when we started cricket. They were always welcoming and they wanted to know, and which is good sign for a community as well as a college, because this college is like culturally diversified and you have a lot of different people, and I think they have welcomed it really well and they have supported it, and that's why we have a good cricket ground up here. I mean, which is one of the few in the Midwest, and it's really hard to come up with something in given the climatic conditions that we are in. It's pretty hard to get a ground like that, and if they have spent money and time and effort to it, I mean, I would definitely say that they were welcoming for that.
Pratik explains there is more to cricket than competition.
Yeah, on field it is always competition. I mean, when you're on the field, you don't think of anything else. It is not collaboration at all. But then once you're off the field, then starts all the background work, because when you're off the field, you're not thinking about the competition anymore. You're thinking about the other important stuff, like, promoting cricket and how you guys are training, how we guys are training. So is there anything that we can learn from you? Is there anything we can share? So yeah, it is like a mutually symbiotic relationship for both of our teams. So that is why we make it a point to travel to more and more universities to share that knowledge.
Joshua feels as if the future of cricket is a bright one.
I would say it's bright. The reason is, like, we are having a lot of young talent that are coming to college, and our goal is to get it to the domestic population and get it to the college and teach them, and in a long run our goal is to get into the American College League. That's our bigger concept, and I'm pretty sure that in a long run we could achieve that. And the present team that we have with the coaching staff and the advisors, I think that is definitely possible in less than a year or so.
I'm Brianna Blocker, reporting for Lowdown. MAPS is an organization on campus that stands for Mentoring, Advocacy, and Peer Support. It's a center for academic, financial, and moral services.
MAPS is the overarching organization for my position, for Alicia's position, and the Center for Multiculturalism. But MAPS is dedicated to the support of underrepresented students on campus.
Alicia Bowman tells us about MAPS and who it's aimed towards.
Specifically, we are here to advocate for marginalized groups, so that would be like students of color, your African American, Latino students. We also do the LGBTQ plus community, and we also help underrepresented religious organizations.
Tara explains how they service students' needs.
So students are interested in getting support. So we service students in any aspect. Usually they're social or academic or resource-based, but we give a student an opportunity to come and see us, and we kind of triage a student and then get them the services that they need.
Student success story Armisha Vance expressed how MEPS helped her.
I was originally in trio, and it was kind of difficult to get me up here. So I was directed to MAPS, and MAPS basically helped me get up here, get settled, helped me get furniture and all that stuff.
Alicia Bowman expressed the struggles MAPS face and how they overcome them.
I believe, like, as far as the MAPS office, that has been one of the biggest struggles, is to allow students to recognize what MAPS stands for. A lot of times it's always under the umbrella of a multicultural center, things like that. And since we're just brand new, it's just all about getting the word out. Some of the main things that we started doing is social media, but the main thing is just to get out there and talk to students. We will hope that our student success stories, they would tell other people and it'll go by word of mouth. But I think the most important thing is for us to get out there. We do have like bi-weekly meetings with, we have a multicultural advisory board, and it's the president of all of our multicultural student organizations on campus. So just by talking to them, hearing their needs, and then hoping that they'll get the word out as we continue to try to do it as well.
Tara mentions how they meet students halfway.
And it's not a cookie cutter approach. Each student is met with some authenticity from a professional, and then we meet the student where they're at, physically if necessary, and emotionally, and where they are for resources. Nobody gets the same treatment as far as resources because not everybody needs the same thing.
Armisha notes how beneficial MAPS is.
It's a very supportive program. It's very understanding. They help you through a lot of hardships, and they're always there to help pick you up after you fall.
I'm Brianna Blocker, reporting for Lowdown.
There are over 200 student organizations at the University of Central Missouri, including sports teams and Greek organizations. There is one unique group that many people may not be familiar with, LIV.
Well, LIV stands for Ladies Inspiring Versatility. The purpose of LIV is just to build girls' self-esteem. Sometimes it's hard when you go to college, especially if you don't know anyone. It's an empowerment social group for women. It's a really great time to get to know people and know other women better on campus. We're just here to be your support system and have someone to fall back on and to just get friends and be happy at college and have a fulfilling college career.
With over 50 dedicated members, new arrivals are always welcome to join their weekly meetings.
Every Tuesday we get together, we have an hour meeting, we play games, self-empowerment activities. We get to know each other.
And we try and divide them and break them apart from their typical friend groups so they get to know more people. And it's just different random games. Like today we played Jeopardy. I know next week we're gonna do cards for the Veterans Home. We've done speed dating before.
We have a lot of fun. We sometimes maybe get a little competitive in our games, but it also helps us get to know each other. Like tonight we split it up into our departments, so we got to know everybody that we kind of have classes with and maybe can get help in school.
LIV always looks for new ways to have fun and create group bonding experiences.
Other events that we do consist of a float trip at the beginning of the fall. It's so much fun. We get to drive out to a long float and we spend about 2 days out there. Great time on the river. And then we also do a formal in the spring, which we can bring almost anybody to. So it's not just LIV members, you get to bring in other people from Greek life or other clubs on campus.
LIV strives to always maintain their warm, accepting atmosphere.
It's just all about like being yourself and getting to know who you really are, and everyone's so accepting, and it's just really nice to be around such like open people.
Just nice to get to know other girls and make a lot of friends and know that there's a support system that if I ever have a problem, I can text someone or message someone and they'll be there for me.
Like, as soon as you come in here, you could be having the worst day and you come in here and you see their faces and it makes your day.
Yeah.
Reporting for Lowdown, I'm Rick Failer.
Hey there, kids! This is Tom, and he's a knucklehead. He waited until the very last moment to try to do all of his assignments for his classes, and frankly, he's made a mess. However, there is one very simple tip that could have saved him all of this headache. All Tom had to do was write down all of his assignments and due dates in this handy-dandy notebook. This will help to ensure that Tom will never forget an assignment or a due date ever again. Tune in next time to see what Tom will do wrong next.
Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for tonight, but don't fear. The show in its entirety and individual segments can be found on our KMOS TV YouTube page.
Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Ranjanae Hill.
And I'm Brianna Blocker.
Good night. The Mules After Dark Carnival.
Forgot.
Now we gotta start all over.
The UCM Gaming Network posted its first Smash Brothers. Okay, cool.
Ready? In 3.
UCM also hosts.
Oh my goodness!
What? I said like hostage. It was like, you know, when people are like, hominy. That's what it felt like coming out of my mouth. Okay, we're gonna get into time.
You're at Greenfield, stop in to get all the details.
UCM also hosts. my God. Why can I not say hosted? Okay, I'm ready. Just let's keep going. So we have to stand with our hands nice right now because our
My
hands
nails
are in
aren't
the
even
shot.
done. Oh my God, this is tragic.
Ready?
Oh my gosh, my stomach. What if I just fainted? I'm so hungry. I
Okay.
didn't have breakfast or
This is
lunch.
the last page,
I haven't
so
had
we're
a
good.
snack either. Like I literally am
Girl,
surviving
you
off
look
the
at
food I
yourself.
had last night.
She's gonna die.
And my
Hurry up.
stomach has like burned everything because it's literally like right now. That's what it is. Like a breakdown car. Oh my gosh. It is your time. Okay, make sure you got your line because I'm not messing up my line this time. And if you mess up your line after I say my line, I'm gonna hurt you.
I done my line.
Okay, I'm ready. Maybe I look so weird because I don't stand like an angle. Like you stand at an angle and you're like, maybe I look weird because I'm like always standing directly
She's
on.
like,
That's
"What's
why I'm
up?"
like, you know, because my parents always told me that I look like so tense and stuff. But this time I felt kind of more relaxed. Did I look more relaxed on camera?
Nope.